Trump's fresh salvo at Canada and Trudeau. Amid the mounting tensions, U.S. President takes shot at Canada. Calls it one of the nastiest countries to deal with. U.S. President reiterates 51st state threat. On March 18, U.S. President Donald Trump called Canada a nasty country to deal with, amid the ongoing tariff war between the two countries, triggered by Trump's tariff moves and reciprocated by Canada. U.S. President also took aim at Justin Trudeau, Canada's now former Prime Minister, who was succeeded by Mark Carney. Remember, the U.S. President, who began his second term in January 2025, has repeatedly threatened to make Canada the 51st U.S. state. The Canadian government rebuffed his remarks. During the interview, when hosts suggested that Trump's policies could benefit the Carney-led Liberal Party's electoral prospects, the Trump responded saying that it would be easier to work with the Liberals than the Conservatives, Canada's main opposition party, which has consistently led opinion polls. Remember, antipathy has been building between the U.S. and Canada in recent weeks over Trump's wide-ranging tariffs on Canadian imports. These have sparked threats and retaliatory actions from Canada, boycotts of American-made goods, and resulted in an all-out trade war between the two historically friendly nations. Remember, in response to Canada expressing fears that the tariffs will harm its economy, Trump suggested that the country could be incorporated into the U.S. as its 51st state, a comment he has since repeated, while also referring to Canada's recently replaced Prime Minister as Governor Trudeau. While some have suggested that this was a joke, Canadian officials have expressed fears that the threat is real, with Trudeau reportedly believing that the U.S. president is eyeing up the country's substantial mineral endowment. Canada witnessed a significant political shift as the Liberal Party overwhelmingly elected Mark Carney as the new Prime Minister, garnering an impressive 85.9% of the votes in the leadership contest. In his acceptance speech, Carney had lashed out at U.S. President Trump. The former central banker said that Donald Trump has put unjustified tariffs on Canada, adding that U.S. President was attacking Canadian families, workers, and businesses. Carney warned the United States under Trump was seeking to seize control of Canada, an effort he said must be defeated. The Liberals, who have been in power since Trudeau was elected PM in 2015 just weeks ago, looked headed toward certain defeat to the Conservatives in the election, which must be held by October 20th but could happen earlier. But they are mounting a major comeback after Trudeau stepped down and Carney, a former central banker, was elected by the Liberals as their leader. Several recent opinion polls have shown the Liberals closing the gap, or even ahead of the Conservatives.